Hello, reading friends. Today we are going to be looking at the first main section of our reader's notebook, close reading. As readers, there are many things that go through our minds before, during, and after reading. There's so much to think about. This year, we're going to learn so many awesome things about reading. One of the biggest things I want you to know about reading is that when we read, we are thinking. When you read, your brain is looking to understand what the words on that page actually mean when they are put together. Your brain wants answers. All year long, we are going to teach our brains how to find the meanings in text we read. Today, we're going to think about all the ways we are thinking as we read. So today, I will read a passage closely so I can build my reading stamina, schema, and comprehension. I will know I have it when I can read the passage individually and answer the question with evidence. So what is close reading? Well, I have a video that I think explains it pretty well. When I read closely, I'm like a detective. A reading detective works hard to understand the text. Close reading. What kind of reading is close reading? Careful and purposeful. It's holding the text under a magnifying glass. With close reading, you will read the text. And then you will read it again. And then you will read it again. 1, 2, 3. Read 3 times. Close reading means you pay attention. Examine the text. Close reading. Highlight only the most important parts. Break the text down. Work hard to understand. For the first reading, you will get an idea of what the text is about. Main idea, summarizing, ask questions. Second reading, look at text structure, author's purpose, cause and effect, and move on. Third reading, make connections, make inferences, evaluate word choice, and more. I can't wait to practice being a close reader. So, close reading is like being a detective, where you'll read a short article or passage enough times that you can really explain it to someone else and answer questions about it. This is
we go. We can go all around the world. We'll visit every corner of this earth. We'll go all around the world. You and I will visit everywhere.
This is where we're really going to be traveling that world together. It's going to be a time where we read those articles and passages that take us to different places around the world. So let's begin. This week, we're going to read the article Royal Pain. It takes place in the country of Egypt, which is in the continent of Africa. So on Mondays, or day one, you're going to get to listen to me read the passage fluently, and you can just sit there and enjoy it. It's going to be where we go ahead and fill out our notebooks with the date, the title of the passage or article, the author, and maybe make some predictions about what we think it's going to be about. So what are you thinking right now? Royal pain. So we're going to pretend it's Monday, and you just get to sit back and relax and enjoy me reading the passage. Royal pain. A study shows what might have killed King Tut. There's a buzz about King Tut. A mosquito might have killed him. King Tut's full name was Tutankhamun. He was a pharaoh, or a king of Egypt more than 3,000 years ago. Egypt is a country in Africa. Tut died when he was about 19 years old. People long wondered what killed him. Scientists say Tut might have had malaria. That is a disease that is spread by some mosquitoes. It causes fever and muscle pain. People can die from severe or very serious cases of malaria. Experts made the discovery while studying Tut's mummy with high-tech tools. They learned that malaria wasn't his only problem. Tut also had a broken leg. In addition, Tut had a bone disease in his foot that probably made it hard for him to walk. That explains why he was buried with about 130 walking sticks, experts say. He most likely used them as canes. Ancient Egyptians buried people with objects they thought would be useful in the next life. Scientists also studied 10 other mummies from Tut's time. They figured out that some of the mummies were his grandparents and great-grandparents. They even identified the bodies of his father and mother. Experts learned a lot about Tut's family tree. Egyptian official Zahi Hawass led the research. He says the 2-year study helped solve some of the mysteries surrounding the boy king. Now, Hawass explained, we know a lot about him. Egypt at a glance. What is Egypt like today? Read on to find out. Population. A little more than 80 million people. The U.S. population is almost 4 times bigger. Area. 386,662 square miles. That's 3 times the size of New Mexico. Climate. Hot and dry. Egypt's capital, Cairo, gets about 1 inch of rain a year. Language. Arabic. The Arabic alphabet has 28 symbols. It is written from right to left. So I hope you enjoyed our first reading of Royal Pain. Just like I said, the first reading I will do so that you can hear the passage fluently read and just sit back and enjoy. So, on Tuesdays will be your beginning of reading the passage or article closely yourself. So you'll read it individually and you'll annotate, which means to take notes, highlight important things in the text, and you'll answer a question by setting up your notebook with 1, 2, 3. I'll explain a little bit more about that later. On close reading day 3, which will most likely be Wednesday of the week, you'll again read it individually to yourself. You'll annotate again, taking notes, highlighting, or anything else that might help you answer the question. And again, you'll answer the question by setting up your notebook with 1, 2, 3. On close reading day 4, which would most likely be Thursday of a week, you'll again read it individually, annotating or taking notes to help you answer the question, highlighting important text. And again, you'll answer the question by setting up your notebook with 1, 2, 3. So I hope our little mini lesson here at least gave you some context of what close reading is. For our second video, we will read Royal Pain together, kind of like it's Tuesday, even though that would usually mean you'd be reading it by yourself. But that way you can see what it means to annotate and highlight and what your expectations are for answering the questions as we set up our notebook with 1, 2, 3.